Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sanitizing the things that I got from Arizona, and then I'm going to be showing you me putting them into my 55-gallon Blackwater aquarium. Hey guys, so I'm currently working inside on like a ton of different projects, cleaning up my room, and just normal maintenance on all the terrariums. And I figured right now would be a great time, since I'm home, to cook the wood that I got from Arizona, and by that I mean sanitize it using the oven. So I have all this wood here, which is a range of different types, like roots and pine and a bunch of stuff. It's hard to tell, honestly, because in Arizona most of the bark's off of it, so it's kind of hard to tell. And then here I have some bark from, like, this is all stuff that is, let's see, a few of these pieces are from North Carolina, then a few of the other ones are just collected locally. So I will be putting these in the oven as well, because I want to use a lot of that bark on a enclosure that I'll be doing. So yeah. Then all of the stuff in here, by the way, is going to be going into my fish tank, and that's why I have it floating here, to get properly waterlogged. And then I have a few pieces in there as well from Arizona that I plan to have waterlogged, so then I can put them in my fish tank. So I'm arranging the wood to fit on that one pan and setting the stove. While I am out here sanitizing stuff, I am also going to sanitize these rocks. So basically these are all like crystal-like rocks. They're all like white and stuff. I got them from Arizona, as well as like half that wood in there. And by the way, I'll leave that wood in for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 30 minutes after the thing beeps. So after it gets to 250, then I will leave it in. There are my turtles over there staring at me. I'm going to spray these off, and then I'll just put them in the microwave for a little while to make sure there's nothing living on them or anything. And then I plan on using these in some succulent and cactus dealies that I have. So just going to do that real quick. I just real simply just sprayed each one individually off with a hose. Hey guys, it's been closer to an hour because I honestly kind of forgot about it and I was editing videos. So now I'm going to be taking it off. First I will, turn it off, and now I will take it out. Always remember to wear oven mitts because the wood will be hot. Okay guys, so now that the botanicals and the rock have been soaking for a couple days now and whatnot, they are all waterlogged fully, and I'm going to be adding them to my aquarium. So I want to add the rock because it looks cool, and then I want to add the botanicals because it'll go with the rest of the botanicals in here. And then there's still those sticks out there, and they are not ready yet. So first I'm going to be putting this cool lava rock in here. And then I will add in the botanicals. So I'm not sure where I want to put this. I'm going to time-lapse this part though. I am just replacing a different rock with a, I'm sorry for the bad camera angle. I didn't realize that it was this far off of what I was actually doing. And I also planted an Anubias plant in it. Okay, so a lot of these pieces of botanicals are actually from a river in Arizona. And there's a lot of pine trees around in Arizona. So my idea is that hopefully, since they were already in the river, I took them out of the river and then they, weren't submerged for a while. And then I made sure that they were waterlogged again. And then I added them onto here. My idea behind that is that if they are pine type of wood, then the pine type of tannins have already went out of them. So like obviously you wouldn't want to put a pine cone in your aquarium or your terrarium or something like that if you're going to have animals in it, because of the type of sap and stuff, and just pine wood that has sap, and that's irritating to fish and yourself and things in a terrarium like lizards or whatnot. But you also see pine in rivers and lakes and stuff. You know, obviously they have pine cones in them, and that's because of the dilution. So I was hoping that like that type of stuff had already kind of seeped out and then it wouldn't harm my fish. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not super worried about it at all, so it should be fine, but I think it adds to the aquarium. I really like Botanicals. If you can't tell, I have them in my my aquariums, my polyterrariums. My terrariums are just absolutely filled with Botanicals. So I figured these were pretty cool. And then I have a different type of wood. I forget what kind it's called, but I want to add it right here, and it'll kind of jut out and kind of fill up this area. So we'll see how that goes. But it was picked right off of the tree. The tree was dead, but it was picked right off, and it's also a type of pine. So I had it soaking for a while. The bark kind of came off. I picked all the bark off of it, and then it's really small. It's like a, it's like a twig type of thing. Like it's not very big around. And then I put it in my turtle's tank, so I'm gonna leave it in there for a while. I'm not worried about the turtle because it's a big healthy turtle. It's not gonna be, and it's a 75-gallon tank. It's not gonna be anything to it. To hopefully get that stuff out or something, to add it in here and then hopefully be fine. So we'll see how this goes, and then I'll probably add that in later. And then I have twigs that are the same type of wood, but again they were picked off of it, so I'm gonna have those soak for a while longer as well. And here real quick, I just wanted to talk about, over here is my Cuban tree frog tank, and tomorrow I'm supposed to be selling my Cuban tree frog to somebody who has experience with frogs and wants a frog. And I think that Cuban tree frogs are super easy to keep. They're just not it's just not what I want to keep. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take this down. I want to set up two 10-gallon tanks here, aquarium tanks, one as a koi catfish breeding tank and the other as a guppy breeding tank. And I'm going to try like an aquaponics system with those. I mean, obviously I already have an aquaponics system going, but like vegetables and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. But I just wanted to say that. So that's where these guppies will be going. And then I plan on getting more guppies to, breed with them and see how it goes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below. And if for more content, then subscribe. Also subscribe for the 2 new tanks over there for aquaponics and breeding guppies and koi catfish. Have a great day.